Sorry, I took a bit to come on. Yes, but the point is Shiba is finally here. Hi. Hi, Nana. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hi. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Yes, sorry that I was kind of late, but it seems like I might have to start shifting these AA streams back to Thursday because Friday Sheep fam seems to want Fridays for family dinner, so like yeah, I also want to enjoy my time with family, so probably not the best idea to put my streams on Friday. Previously it's because we didn't do much on Friday initially, but it seems like now Sheep fam wants to put in a bit more effort to have family dinner on Fridays, so let us we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I will update you guys, but the point is I'm finally here. Okay, yeah, I speed ran my guys, I speed ran my skincare, I speed ran my shower, I speed ran making my what you call it, my thumbnail and everything, so please appreciate it. Thanks. Hi Kiko, hello my precious, hello Kiko. How's you? How's you? Yeah. Always. Oops, I forgot to close the door. I think Sheep Mom heard me go, yeah. Yes, tired. Oh, same Kiko, same. It's okay. I'm sure you'll be rejuvenated by the sound of my voice and me crying over these very unstraight characters. Yes, very nice. Hey Slinky, hello. Thank you for the artwork sheet. Thank you so much for coming here to witness the artwork as well. Thank you so much. Yay. Okay, so let's not waste any more time, okay, because tomorrow I'll have to wake up earlier, but I will do my best not to cut short tonight. Hopefully we can finish this part in full. Okay, in full. Let's see. I gotta open my strategy wiki because okay, we're gonna... How many parts is this? ちょっと待ってください. Okay, one... There are 4 parts in this episode, so let us just Peekaboo, Shibaboo, You're gonna learn, no problem, Kiko. We will go, okay? We will go. Yeah, I need to wake early tomorrow too. The thing is that I didn't want to wake up early, but I managed to arrange a time to chat with a friend from the US. So in order to make sure we both speak at a godly hour, I decided to wake up. Yeah, that's the only way, because it will be like evening time on her side and like morning for me, so it's like it's reasonable, you know. So pain. Hi Dinky, hello. Hi Dinky, alright. I know my avatar's awesome, you don't have to tell me twice. Hey. Yeah, it's going great. I was just saying that we might have to adjust this stream day back to Thursday because Friday Sheep fam is like Friday is family dinner time. I was like, okay, fine. Thank you for the hit pen, mate. Yeah, happy to see you. I'm sure you're here for more MikoHomu, but like I'm sure you hear from me too, right? Right? I think. You finished the notebook today, Shade. You mean you ate it? Was it delicious? Yeah. I probably have to wait like 7 plus. Hey, pet. Every week, one day family sounds nice. It is a nice idea. Normally, I eat with family, but like because we all have different schedules. So sometimes one person's here, sometimes one person's not there. So Friday is the day that I get to eat with my immediate family. So like sheep mom, sheep dad, and sheep bro. Yeah. So yes, that'll be a great idea. Hi, Komatarella. Let's condemn who? Okay, you can condemn them. It's fine. Yes, other than the ink delicious, I see, guys. Apparently, final chapter. The resolve of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Okay, story time, guys. Let's go. Damn it! I thought I was gonna get a story. Damn it. Okay, anyway. Alright, 3rd November, 9:14 a.m. The Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber. Oh. Is the music slightly different? Maybe it's just my imagination. Anyway. So, the time's finally come. Today, we unravel everything. I'll be counting on your support more than ever today, Miss Susato. Susato's angsting about her dad, probably. Miss Susato? Seriously? Oh no, what's the matter, Mr. Naruhodo? Nothing. I was just saying that I'll be relying on your support today, but he's so defeated. Help me, he's so defeated. He's like, you know what? This is fine. It's different. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing fine too. Yeah, music changes things. I'm so sorry. Of course, I know I can be rather incompetent at times, but I shan't let you down. Would you mind helping me to my feet, then? Oh dear, I'm really very sorry. Susato, please. Can you like not take down random people? Susato-san isn't her usual self at all. But that's hardly surprising, I suppose. She's just found out that her father is the partner of a world-famous detective. Not to mention... good morning, sir! Hello, Barak! Lord Van Deeks! Looking as regal as ever, Barak. Oh, you're looking mad fine, Barak. Just saying. Don't have much time to check your stream this month. It's okay. That's fine. We got like that's what VODs are for. Okay, the VODs will be there indefinitely on YouTube, not here. YouTube. Oh my gosh, he's being polite. He's like, "Thank you for all your efforts yesterday." What? Did I hear that correctly? What? Oh, no, nothing. Just, I hope we can clear things up today. I really can't make this man out. His face is, I hate you, but his words are almost jovial today. It's like, you know, his face is like, and then what he says is like, ooh. In fact, he hasn't been very Reaper-like at all since this all began yesterday. Because he wasn't the Reaper in the first place, excuse me? Lord Van Deeks isn't the Reaper, Mr. Naruhodo. Good point. The Reaper? I suppose in hindsight, I shouldn't have allowed that misconception to go unchallenged. Huh? Excuse me? It was my test it? How do you pronounce this one? Tacit pronunciation. Every episode I get at least one. Tacit. God damn it. I will not. the subs will not do. Okay. It was my tacit acceptance of that pseudonym. Noted. My failure to stop the Reaper becoming something more than a mere legend that led to all this. You know, he blames himself too, Fenzix. Yeah. But you're not to blame for that, Lord Fenzix! It's only because serious crime in the capital dropped off so sharply when the public started calling you that. That's why you didn't say anything, isn't it? To be frank, I'm not sure that was the sole reason. What do you mean? There was a rumor at the time that the Reaper was really the ghost of my late brother. The ghost of your late brother? Are we gonna find out that your late brother is alive? Please don't. That having been slain by that evil killer, Clint's restless spirit returned as some sort of demigod. To wield the deadly blade of justice where I, by dint of the law, could not. Yes, we've heard that story too. When I lost him, he's gonna be vulnerable with us. I felt as though I'd lost my guiding light. I didn't know where to go or what to do. Imagine he looked up so much to his older brother and his older brother got stolen from him. And so, in some small way, I wonder if perhaps those rumors made me feel his absence a little less keenly. Even if I knew it was just an illusion, just some nonsense conjured up by an over-imaginative public. It was obviously extremely important to you. Lord Clint Fenzix. Well, what's important now is uncovering the truth. That's all that matters. I know that you didn't take anyone's life. Why are you so surprised? I'm supposed to believe you. And I intend to prove that beyond the shadow of a doubt in court today. Why are you shaking your head, you piece of... Yeah. I never thought I'd say this. But I can see it in your eyes. That burning desire to cut through all the lies and deception. Oh, he's recognizing Ryunosuke. This is great. I can't deny it any longer. You are a lawyer of absolute integrity. Screenshot! I'm screenshotting so much today, guys. Yes. Let me read it again. You are a lawyer of absolute integrity. Thank you. Now tell me, why do I detect the scent of expensive tea leaves in the air? Excuse me? Oh, Iris! When did you get here? Oh!
I brought you one of my special blends! Harley loves it! He says it helps him to clear his head.
Oh, sweet, sweet Iris. I thank you.
Oh, hee.
Oh no, Iris is so shy, so cute. That's surely the first and last time I'll ever see a sight like this. She really went hee. You seem different today, Iris.
Oh?
Sort of subdued, I suppose.
I am not!
What happened yesterday is obviously still playing on her mind a lot. She's clearly very troubled about having stolen that autopsy report from Dr. Sith's laboratory.
Alright then. Good luck to you both. I have to make a move now.
Oh, you're not staying? Oh no, Iris is not staying? I thought you'd want to watch today's proceedings.
Well, I'd like to cheer you on, obviously. But I've got lots to get ready.
Get ready? For what?
Oh, yes. Would you take this?
Isn't that one of the little felt dolls that's usually dangling from your knapsack? Isn't that just a doll dressed up like Herlock Holmes?
Yes, it's a lucky charm. A little Hurley that I made once.
Well, you know what? This is actually a lot cuter than that yellow creature, so you know what? I'll take it. Hurley? It looks more like a Hairly to me. Nice. Nice.
If, for some reason, you completely run out of options in the trial today, then just pull this little Hurley's ears as hard as you possibly can.
Are you telling me to abuse this doll? Because I absolutely will. Thank you so much, Iris. What? Pull his ears?
That's right. It's a way to bring good luck. I think you might need it.
Okay, so we're gonna pull the ears and we're gonna find out a deadly secret. I don't know. I feel like that's how it goes, you know? Okay, thank you for the lucky charm then.
You think what we'll need is luck?
Sweat.
I just sneaked a peek inside the courtroom. And it seemed very different to normal.
Yes, it would seem that a certain someone has decided to pull out all the stops. Who? Who? What does that mean? I have a bad feeling about this, guys. What about Mr. Sholmes, Iris?
I don't know. He was out all night and he hadn't come home by the time I left this morning.
So he was out all night with Mikotoba? Sure. Got it. Got it. I understand.
Oh, I see.
Was Professor Mikotoba out all night too, do you think, Miss Usato?
Yes, it would seem so.
I telegrammed the hotel this morning. And apparently they didn't come back to their rooms last night at all. I see. Well, I mean, it's been a long while. I'm sure they were doing a lot of catching up, you know, during the nighttime. Specifically during the nighttime. Okay, let's just continue, yeah.
They?
Father and Judge Jigoku, I mean. Judge Jigoku too?
That's right. Nobody appears to have seen either of them since yesterday.
Counsel for the defense and the defendant. Court is about to be in session. Please make your way inside the courtroom at once.
Good luck then, Runa. Good luck, Suzy.
Yes, thanks, Iris.
And you, Mr. Reaper, I hope it goes well.
Once again, I thank you for the delicious tea. It was very soothing.
Oh, I'm so glad.
We must go inside now, Lord Van Zieks. Let's go, let's go. So who's pulling strings now? Lord Van Zieks has always been the formidable prosecutor I've had to lock horns with in court. But not today. Today I battle with another in pursuit of the truth. My best friend, Kazuma Asogi, who I trust more than anyone else in the world. Now I understand what it was that drew me here to Britain all those months ago. Now I know exactly what destiny had in store for me. It's all been leading up to this one day, to this one trial, to this one final reckoning. Reckoning. One final reckoning.
Let's go, baby.
3rd November, 9:30 a.m. The Old Bailey Courtroom. Baroque stands so beautifully, man. It feels even more oppressive here than it did yesterday. Their cold stares piercing me like knives from all sides today. Ah! Mr. Naruhodo! Look! Wait! Lord Strongheart! Excuse me? What are you doing here? Excuse me, sir? Sir, you're not bald. Why are you in the judge's seat? Like, don't you know that to become a judge, you gotta be bald? You gotta be bald first, sir. Like, do we need to get you a shaver? Yeah, I don't know. I think Lord Strongheart may have lost his way. Yeah, this it's okay. Sometimes things happen. Guys, things happen, okay? Yeah. Well, Kazuma doesn't seem to have much to say either. Kazuma must have known beforehand. The ramifications of this trial now extend far beyond the murder of one Scotland Yard inspector. In fact, events have come to light that threaten to rock the very foundations of our country's legal system. The escape of the condemned criminal on the night of his execution, the subsequent unlawful shooting of the man, and the revelation that prison staff must have been complicit in the jailbreak. Britain is currently hosting influential members of the judiciary from countries all around the world. All around the world! It is imperative that we uncover the truth in these proceedings to avoid international embarrassment. Yeah, sure, that's definitely our priority here, huh? By royal decree, this will continue to be a closed trial. And one over which I, male Strongheart, exercise total and unequivocal authority. Unequivocal. Yeah, okay, got it. I think I... Seriously? I mean, I'll just take the screenshot then.
Hi, Ruka. Thank you so much. I hope you've been doing well too, Ruka. Yay.
Seriously? The 6 George's flames just... As was the case in yesterday's proceedings, those here present in the public gallery are distinguished members of our judiciary, assembled to bear witness to a fair judicial process. You know what? I feel like Strongheart is gonna have some dirty secrets that we'll uncover, but we'll have to see. In other words, a collection of your acolytes, Lord Strongheart. Ooh, Van Zieks is pulling out all stops today as well. Oh my god. Guys, hey. He's just like, a collection of your acolytes. Oh, damn. I think Glory D, hello, this attorney is quite the ace. Indeed it is. The original ace attorney. Who existed way before, I don't know, Phoenix, I guess? On a personal note, I find this most distressing, Lord Van Zieks. You are a prosecutor of exceptional talent. Much like your brother Clint, in fact. Oh, that's just mean. Excuse me, don't bring up Clint here. Oh shit, he's using his staff. It's not a hammer. Even the sound is different. Guys, do you hear that? It just bring. It did the bring instead of boom. Yeah, anyway. Let's go. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. For the trial of Baroque Van Zieks, who officially stands accused of murder. Oh shit, more music? What? Can I ask a question? It depends. It depends. My fingers on the ban button. You may speak. My finger is hovering over the ban button. You may speak. Counsels for the prosecution and defense, are you in full readiness to proceed? The defense is ready, my lord. The music slaps! As is the prosecution. Yesterday's proceedings brought to light a shocking and disturbing fact. There was a side to the victim, Inspector Tobias Gregson, that was unknown to his superiors at Scotland Yard. Yes, he was carrying out operations in secret which Scotland Yard knew nothing about. And in those clandestine operations, he had an accomplice. Ooh, clandestine. Wait, what does clandestine mean again? Clandestine, I think.
Clandestine.
Oh, clandestine. I'm sorry, I thought it's clandestine. Clandestine.
Clandestine.
Clandestine. kept secret or done secretively, especially because illicit. Okay, got it. Clandestine. And in those clandestine operations, he had an accomplice. Mr. Daily Vigil, who would be given the inspector's identification and present himself around the capital in order to establish credible alibis for Gregson. In that way, Gregson appeared to be carrying out his regular Scotland Yard work when in fact he wasn't. At the end of yesterday's session, Mr. Vigil, who had been suffering from amnesia, regained his memory. It would appear he buried his memories of the time deep inside himself as a means of self-preservation. Because whilst he was engaged as chief warder at Barclay Prison, he abetted the convict's escape. Mr. Vigil is currently recuperating at St. Sinner's. He's recovered enough to give a signed statement about his movements on the day prior to the incident. He's formally admitted to posing as Gregson whilst investigating the Red-Headed League. Which brings us to the crucial issue of the victim's time of death. The defense yesterday proposed a suggestion that the victim may have been killed one day earlier. This was based largely on the discovery that the victim's pocket watch had not been wound.
Hello. Okay.
Sorry, I think I saw a huge chunk and I just automatically went hello. Let me read this down. Has anybody ever told you that you possess a voice akin to an angel's penetrating the dark miasma of despair? Miasma? Yeah, despair. Melting the coffin of ice, encasing my fading heart. Reigniting the very fiber of my being, the empress of my soul born you. LOL! I'm sorry. Okay, thank you for the very poetic message. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like my voice and enjoy my content. Thank you. I just didn't know how to react. I'm just like, sorry. I don't mean anything bad by it, yeah? And also, too many people have come in being like, can I ask a question? And I'm just here like, yes, my finger's ready on the bad button, yeah. You didn't ask a question, I don't know, man. I guess so, this question's fine. Just too many people have come asking weird questions. So it's like, oh well. Okay. Oh, Kazuma has something. The prosecution has something to report on that subject, my lord. Really? Go ahead, Prosecutor Asogi. There's a question asked if anyone ever told you this. Well, no one has ever told me this, okay? I'm glad that I can reply because it's actually a not funny question. Like, not weird question, in that sense. Wait, what did you just redeem? Oh, thanks for the gigantify. Thank you. I'm sorry, I missed this. At least not bought. Yeah, if not, I'll be like, May, help! I met once again with the coroner yesterday to discuss the issue. She confirmed that the defense's suggestion could not be ruled out. Dun dun dun! It's entirely possible that Inspector Gregson was killed on 31st October, the day before his body was discovered. I have here an updated autopsy report that includes the amended details. But the official opinion of the investigation team was made clear yesterday. That the time of death was 5 PM on 1st November. There are indications of an attempt to disguise the real time of death, however. It seems that the natural decaying process of the victim's body may have been slowed by keeping it chilled. That's out of the question. There are no refrigeration devices in that part of London large enough to accommodate a human corpse. My lord, this is more than just conjecture. There's evidence to support the idea. We must investigate it thoroughly. Sorry. Very well.
Welcome to the Shibdom Vainglory. Welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here, okay?
The court will accept the new report as evidence. However, if this updated report is deemed to be accurate, it would give renewed significance to the movements of the victim on the day before the Fresno Street incident. It would, yes. especially since on that day, Inspector Gregson was using Mr. Vigil to cover up his real movements. It's conceivable that he was killed in the course of his secret activities. Do I sense that the prosecution has some information regarding those activities? Man, he has a very different style from the usual judge. Way sharper. Scotland Yard put an enormous effort into investigating that precise matter yesterday. Dun, dun, dun. I think we should begin by presenting the results of that investigation work. So the prosecution calls its first witness now. Who'll be the first Hello? Hi? State your name and occupation for the court. Inspector Gina Lestrade, reporting representative of Scotland Yard. A self-conferred rank, but never mind. She's so done. Gina? Again? Look, we're running low on inspectors, okay? We gotta take what we can get. Understand? Yeah. What's your problem, Otto? What's with that, Gina? Again? Look, eh? Ah. The boss meant the world to me. He done more for me than anyone else ever did. Oh? Inspector Gregson, you mean? He got me out the back slums of the East End and took me under his wing. Taught me that life can have a purpose. So that's why I'm the best person to be standing here speaking for him.
Oh, Gina.
Dreams. Right, all out of the goodness of Gregson's heart. Not at all that he had his arm twisted by Mr. Sholmes. No. I forgot the exact circumstances of him taking Gina under his wing, but it's true that he cared for Gina, though. At least that part's true. What's relevant to these proceedings is that the outcome of Scotland Yard's investigations yesterday has revealed that the victim was carrying out some assignment the police knew nothing about. Very troubling. That face. Lord Strongheart knew. He knew. So, Inspector Lestrade, let's hear exactly what it says in that report. Coming right up, sir. Oh, she's so cute though. Ah! Gina! Okay, the victim's movements. Let's go. All your detectives are supposed to follow orders and investigate what they're told. But a little search at the boss's office turned up a notebook that had a load of secret meetings in it. According to that, the boss was looking into some smuggled goods dealings that day. Looks like it was a big job and all, but the coppers weren't onto it yet. What matters most is, there's witnesses what saw the Reaper at the place too. So there are witnesses that saw Barak there. Smuggled goods? I don't know, do I? I'm just telling you what was written in the book. Tobacco, tea, spices, medicines, goods of all sorts flow into London by illegal channels from across the globe. It's well known that they're disposed of at regular black markets that take place in the capital. But the police are rarely able to locate them in time. So Inspector Gregson was investigating one of those black markets? It's been suggested that high-ranking government officials may be involved in black market activity. Well, no shit. If not, like, how do they run, lol? No doubt Gregson was trying to avoid details of his investigations being leaked to the involved parties. That would explain why he was operating on his own authority without the Yard's knowledge. And do we know where the dealings were taking place this time? In a particular room of a certain exclusive London gentleman's club. What club? And on the day in question, the accused is known to have been there. That's the conclusion of Scotland Yard's investigation into the matter. Barak! That can't be! We haven't heard anything about any of this. Members of the club have testified to it. There's no question. The accused, Barak Van Zieks, was present. Barak! I Are you still keeping secrets from us? That would be very significant testimony then.
Oh my, but Lord Van Ziek's mate has made no mention of this at all.
In short, Lord Van Zieks had ample opportunity to murder the victim. Stop with that smug smirk, Kazuma, please. Very well then, counsel for the defense, begin your cross-examination. He looks pissed. I mean, same, but like still. Let's go. What we got here? Let's see. Okay, so... Okay, so we're going to press on statement 3. Okay, statement 3. Okay, so I'm just gonna follow instructions from Strategy Wiki because I genuinely don't have the energy to like trial and error this time. Let's just go. Okay, victims movements. They said to press statement 3. Okay. Against some smuggled goods dealing that day. Okay, so maybe we need to know more about this. Do you have any idea where those dealings are taking place?
Yep, it was all there in the boss's notes.
Let's see if I can remember. As I already said, the illegal dealings were due to take place at a gentleman's club. Yes, I remember, but I was hoping to find out the name of the club. That won't be necessary.
What?
It's conceivable that the club might be used again by the smugglers in the future. Therefore, the prosecution has been asked not to reveal the name in these proceedings. I don't know what all the fuss is about. It's right here. All I've got to do is read it out. And I could too. I've got this reading game button up now. Gina, you can read now? I'm so proud of you, Gina.
Can I show you what I can do? Go on. What's the harm?
The judge hasn't signaled his objection yet. I could try to find out. What should I do?
Incest! Incest!
Let's go. This is a closed court. The proceedings are confidential. There shouldn't be any possibility of the information being leaked. As I explained, there is some possibility of politicians being involved in this affair. The prosecution is rightfully exercising caution, I imagine. Sure. Keiko! Man, when I reached the interchange and all my connecting buses just left. No, Keiko! Why does this keep happening to you? Pet, 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 pet. It's okay. You'll survive. I believe in you. Kazuma doesn't seem too pleased. No, my lord. The prosecution has no objection. Oh, Kazuma! Kazuma's helping us out! Chin chin chin. He's just like, actually, I have no objection. He'll just let him find out the name. He's gonna go home. Oh, Kiko, I hope you get home soon too. Kazuma? There's no question that Inspector Gregson was looking into these black market dealings. However, it's not yet been established that he was on that particular trail on that day in question. If the defense requires to know the club's name, the prosecution has no intention of being obstructive. He is not pleased. Look at that face.
Right then. I get to show off me reading skills.
Oh, she's so happy. Let's go. Apparently, the smuggled goods deal was gonna happen at the gentleman's club called the Grouse. Is that an actual word? Grouse? Grouse? I would read it as grouse, but let's see if there is
Grouse.
Grouse. Oh, it's actually called grouse. Okay, the grouse. That's a bird. That's an actual bird. A medium to large game bird with a plump body and feathered legs. He's a grouse, guys. It's a grouse. Okay, so we're supposed to do something here. Okay, give me a moment. So we're apparently supposed to examine the back of the letter of introduction. Okay, letter of introduction. So let's look at this. Where's the letter of introduction? Dismissal notice. blah blah blah. Asugi paper. Wait, what's the... Where am I gonna find a letter of introduction? Did I get anything? Where's the letter of introduction? Ah, there we go. So we're supposed to examine this, but I'm not sure why. Hi, Faye. Hello. Ore? Blackbird line. What this? This is interesting. Suffer, we all suffer. Yes, anyway, hi Faye, I hope you've been doing well. Oh, it looks like this is some sort of steamship ticket. The SS Grow's first class cabin 001. Yokohama departure 11th September, London arrival 1st November. Ah, that's the boat that Professor Mikotoba and Judge Jigoku came on from Japan, isn't it? Yes, I think it called at Dunkirk on the north coast of France for a night before finally arriving in Dover. To think it's been almost a year since we arrived in Dover on the SS Buria. It seems a shame not to keep your ticket as a memento of your trip, don't you think? Yes, I agree. I have mine safely in my diary. And I keep mine in my wallet, so I have it with me at all times. Oh, well, how strange. Where could it have gone? Are you like this on purpose, Mr. Nado? It's just so bad. Did I imagine it? Or was that comment accompanied by a little sigh? Okay, so it's passage on a steamship. I'm not too sure what this logic is, but we're about to figure it out. Okay, grouse. Okay. Okay, let's just see. Sufferwoo. Okay, so we're going to present this. Okay, we're gonna present this. I've read about these clubs that exist here in Britain. As I understand it, there are places where well-to-do gentlemen socialize with friends and colleagues. Don't imagine for a second that a foreign student like you would be admitted. Kazuma, that was so uncalled for, you piece of shit! That is so annoying! You are also a foreign student, you stupid... I'm gonna smack that handsome face of his. Oh my god. Kazuma! Look at that smirk! He delights in making fun of your scare. God damn it. Seriously? Is your mirror cracked or something? Wow. Do we know for sure that the contraband dealings were definitely happening at a club called the Grouse? The police are currently looking for evidence, but haven't found anything definitive yet. And I'm sorry to say that they probably won't. What do you mean by that? I mean, that the place Inspector Gregson was secretly going to visit on 31st October may not have been a gentleman's club at all. You're showing a very irreverent attitude towards our country's police force there, Counsel. If it wasn't a gentleman's club, then what was it? A steamship. You think it's a ship? I'm gonna screenshot this. This has so much potential. You think it's a ship? Yes. This has so much meme potential, guys. You think it's a ship? Most times, yes. Yeah, I think you two are a ship. Exactly. Hey. I have the evidence to prove it here. Let me see that. It's a ship. It's a ship. This dark-suited young man is not in the least bit untrustworthy. Excuse me? The other side, my lord. Be more specific next time. Ah, this would appear to be a ticket for passage upon a steamship, yes. The SS Grouse. Oh my god, you see the flames are burning? Beautiful. So there's a steamship named the Grouse that happens to share a name with the club. But I'm afraid to say, there's a flaw in your logic there. How? Look at the ticket. Notice the date of arrival in port. The ship arrived at the port of Dover on 1st November. Ah! The day on which the sound like a gunshot was heard on Fresno Street. In other words, on the day in question here, 31st October, when the victim was on his clandestine mission, that ship hadn't yet docked on British shores. That would certainly make an undercover investigation somewhat challenging. Somewhat challenging. Objection. The fact that the steamship hadn't yet reached Britain substantiates the defense's assertion that the victim was investigating the SS Grouse on the day in question. Then show your evidence for that assertion. Very well. Kazuma's shocked. He's like, "Oh, you have evidence?" In that case, counsel for the defense, present your evidence to the court now. Evidence that substantiates your claim that the victim was investigating the SS Grouse on 31st October. So apparently I'm supposed to investigate this trunk. Let's investigate that trunk, baby. Wait, is it here? The latch? Is it here? There we go. Open that bitch up. Let's have a look inside. Hi, Missionary. Hello, welcome in. Okay, what we have here, we have a letter. Look, there's something inside. Ooh, let's see. It appears to be a passport authorizing him to travel overseas. Was Inspector Crickson about to go on a trip abroad then? Perhaps the date of departure might tell us something. That was... Oh! What is it? It was for travel on 31st October. Just one day before the incident. What? Really? It was issued for travel to France the day before his body was discovered. Gregson went to France the day before his body was discovered? Okay, there we go. I think we have what we need. Okay, so... we have to present this, I suppose. Please tell me it's correct. No! No! I did it wrong! But I looked at the passport! What's wrong with you? I examined it! I examined it! Okay, let's try this again, okay? Let's try this again. I examined it! What did I do wrong? Excuse you! Okay, so we have to like open this up. So I have to examine it again? Is that what I have to do? I mean, we looked at it, right? Is there anything that we didn't see? We looked at this! We looked at this! What else are we supposed to look at? Why? Then why isn't it entered? Like, is it that I didn't get the thing? It has been entered into the court record, right? Oh shit, it wasn't. Where's the thing? Excuse you, I hate this. I hate this so much. Okay, let's go. Are we going to examine this? Let's examine this then. Tobias Gregson, blah blah blah, within 1 week from 1st October, Port of Dunkirk, France, police business. Permission for the applicant and one additional person to travel. He was supposed to travel with Gina, right? Oh, hi Mazira, I didn't realize you put glasses on me. Hey, I'm looking mad. Fine, hey. This is terrible. Where did my thing... never mind. Did I miss it? I might have missed it. Anyway, we present this. What's this? A passport for travel issued to the victim. Dated 31st October? What are you suggesting? I'm suggesting that just one day before the inspector's body was discovered, there's a distinct possibility he wasn't even in the country. Dun dun dun! Kazuma's Order! Order! This document is for passage to France. It does appear to have been officially authorized. The day before the SS Grouse arrived at Dover, it docked on the northern host of friends for a night. According to my father, who was on board at the port of Dunkirk. Dunkirk, France. Okay, oops, sorry. What could possibly have taken the victim there? Oh, the music died down. I'm impressed, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I certainly didn't expect you to get your hands on that passport. What? You mean you knew about this? Kazuma, that's not very nice of you. The prosecution's strategy for this trial has been laid down by the Crown Prosecution Office. On the day before the incident, the victim was investigating contraband dealings at a London club. That's the outcome of Scotland Yard's investigations and the line the prosecution has been asked to follow. But personally, I don't agree. Oh, Kazuma, you rebel, you handsome rebel. I think the prosecutor's office is trying to hide something. What? And now that you've expertly disproven their assertion, I intend to reveal what I believe that something to be. What are you playing at, Prosecutor Asogi? The courtroom is a forum for the truth, my lord. Which is why it's my duty to present all the facts, without exception. Let me guess, this was your intention from the outset, wasn't it? The reason Inspector Gregson secretly made his way to the steamship docked in France on the day in question was to carry out a mission for the Reaper. The Reaper? Dong dong dong! That poor staff! It's gonna be hammered! What? Order! Order! What on earth are you saying, counsel? The prosecution made an assertion in court yesterday. Inspector Gregson was investigating the identity of the Reaper. When he discovered the location of the man's secret hideout, he was killed. As I'm sure everyone can imagine, by the Reaper's hand. But in reality, the truth is the opposite of that. What? Oh shit, this music. So good. Inspector Gregson wasn't investigating the Reaper at all. He was in fact acting for the Reaper. So, you're saying the mission he was undertaking was obviously an assassination. An assassination? Huh? Herlock Van Zieks never carried out any of the actual killings. Whenever the Reaper's victims lost their lives, he always had a cast iron alibi. Which tells us that he must have had an accomplice. And you claim that was Inspector Gregson? Hold it. Who's it holding? What the hell do you think you're saying, eh? My boss would never have done nothing like that. And yet, when you consider all the facts, it all makes perfect sense. No, it can't be. We also arrived at the same conclusion, didn't we? That Inspector Gregson was operating as the Reaper. Even so, there's no way that the person giving him his orders was Lord Van Zieks. No, the true Reaper is somebody else. Barak Van Zieks is not the Reaper. A predictable response from someone who's advocating for the man. And even if it's true that Gregson was operating as an agent of the Reaper, the suggestion that he went aboard the SS Grouse on an assassination mission doesn't follow at all. Oh? You have some solid reason for doubting the assertion, do you, counsel? Absolutely. It's very simple. On the day in question, nobody was killed aboard that steamship. Professor Mikotoba and Judge Jikoku were on that very ship. If someone had been assassinated, I'm certain we would have heard about it. What's so funny? You're right, of course. No suspicious deaths were reported on board the ship. No suspicious deaths does not mean no deaths, I suppose. But I think perhaps you've missed the point. That's precisely why Inspector Gregson himself lost his life. What? Gregson did board the SS Grouse that night with the intention of dispatching his mark. But his mission ended in failure. Failure? It seems that the defense hasn't yet grasped a very important detail here. So basically, he did not manage to kill whoever he was supposed to kill. What are you talking about? What detail? Inspector Gina Lestrade? What? The victim's notebook that you read an excerpt from earlier? That doesn't contain details of secret investigations at all. It describes 10 years of assassination plots to be carried out by the Reaper of the Bailey. You're lying. Even if all them bludgers were got taken out and coming, the boss weren't the Reaper. Poor Gina. There's no question that Tobias Gregson was heavily involved in the Reaper's activities. You may just be an apprentice, but if you spent any time at Scotland Yard, you must have heard rumors. I ain't heard nothing, and I don't believe a word of it. Then testify again, as a representative of Scotland Yard. Consider it your chance to defend your boss. I don't... I concur. The witness will give a new formal testimony. Miss Lestrade, you will tell the court everything you know about Inspector Gregson's secret notebook. She's not happy about it, but she has to. The Reaper's notebook. Let's go. Yeah, this notebook does have a lot of stuff about what the Reaper got up to these past 10 years. Names of victims, dates, and places and stuff. And the last entry in there was 31st October. It said Grouse for the place on that date, and then the name of the mob. There was a note about him being a criminal who got away from the Reaper in court 10 years ago though, But honest, the boss didn't do none of it. It was just investigating the Reaper, that's all. No, she's crying. Keep personal opinion out of your testimony, witness. We require only established fact here. This must be so hard for her. You can't deny it now, surely. Ryunosuke Naruhodo. You keep calling him by his full name. Like it's you're sleeping on the couch, okay? You're sleeping on the couch, Kazuma. You watch out. You keep calling him by his full name. What can't I deny? The notebook contained the name of the final mark and the location where the assassination would take place. That's information that the victim could only have known if he was working with the Reaper. GG.com. Oh, sorry, it's getting a bit cold, so let me just increase the temperature a bit. Alright, got this. So, who was to be this final mark? Go ahead, Inspector Lestrade. Read the name for the court. The name that's written alongside the entry that mentions the Grouse on 31st October. Oh, how do you read this then? Reading still not her strong suit. Is it gonna be like Mikotoba or Jigoku? That ain't a problem, alright, Aldo? It's a funny name, it ain't English. It's hard to read. So it's someone from overseas? Let me have a bash at it. Say Ishiro? Is it? Yeah, Seishiro. Jig you maybe? What? It can't be! Seishiro Jigoku? But that's Jigoku! Seishiro Jigoku? Certainly not an English name, you're right. But that can't be right! I know just Jigoku! And I saw him the day before yesterday, here in London. So I know for a fact that the man hasn't been assassinated. As I said, the Reaper failed. Oh. Gregson missed his chance to kill his mark and return to British shores. But the Reaper wouldn't tolerate the mistake, so he killed the inspector. Personally. What? The Reaper, of course, being the accused, Barack Van Zieks. It's an undeniably logical argument. No, it's not logical at all. What the hell? Kazuma, you planned for the trial to go this way all along, didn't you?
Mata!
Oh, Mata! Oh, we got Barack. Dun, dun, dun. Oh! Do you guys see that? Do you guys see it? I haven't seen this animation for so long. Let's go, Barack's put leg on table animation. I've been waiting. Hello. Let's go. It's been so long. Hello. And he has his wine with him for some reason. Pray forgive the discourtesy of filling my hallowed chalice while I stand accused of murder. Lord Van Zieks! The accused has no right to speak uninvited in court. You will return to the dock. I say nothing of whether or not I'm the Reaper. That's the task of this court to decide. But there is one thing I can say unequivocally. No, it's even more sexy when it's in front of you. That girl is no detective.
Eh? What? Nah, that's right, I ain't. I'm an inspector.
Repeating rumors heard around the yard, reading entries from a notebook of unconfirmed origin. That's not testimony. It's practically a script. No doubt the rest of this trial will go exactly as you've clearly planned. Your hatred of me is understandable. In your mind, I'm sure I am the Reaper who sent your father to the gallows all those years ago. But you're in danger of becoming a far more sinister Reaper yourself. Oh shit, this is such an amazing development. What the hell? You're in, guys, this line, but you're in danger of becoming a far more sinister Reaper yourself. Oh my god. By attempting to have me condemned with this feeble excuse for testimony. What did you say? Call the ambulance, but not for me. Exactly. Hey, Mr. Naruhodo, this is our chance. My lord, the defense requests that the defendant be allowed to speak. He may be privy to important information relating to the testimony just given by the witness. Someone needs to burn Hugh. Oh, hell yeah, burn him. Burn Kazuma. Let's go. He's thinking. This is a unicorn, right? Oh my gosh, after all that bashing, how has like the nose or the horn not fallen flat yet, lol? I just wanted a few more screenshots of him holding the staff. No worries. You see how he hits it? He's like, get him all nice and toasty, and then they can have some nice toasty times in the bedroom. I mean, what? Very well. I'll make an exception and grant the request. The defendant may remain in the witness stand for the cross-examination. Then allow me to toast the court's impartiality. Van Zieks, you're looking so fine today. Can I just say that? Ah, all these handsome men in court. Very nice. Don't raise your glass in my direction, sir. Counsel for the defense, begin the cross-examination immediately.
Hell yeah, let's go, baby.
At once, my lord. Let's go, Barack. You gotta help us out. You really gotta help us out, man. The Reaper's Notebook. Okay. Okay, growls for the place like that. Oh, that's really sad. Okay. So... Okay. Okay. Let's see. Press the first, second, third, and fourth statements. So the first 4, essentially. Okay, first 4. Yeah. So we're gonna have to go... Let's go, baby!
Mata!
In other words, it shows that Grixon was basically acting as the Reaper.
Not you and all! That ain't the only explanation, is it? He could have been investigating the Reaper in secret, and that notebook said what he found out.
If I may... When originally people began referring to me as the Reaper, I didn't object. I believe the power to intimidate London's criminal classes into compliance with the law to be beneficial. But you carried out your own investigations into the true identity of the Reaper, didn't you? Yes, and those investigations prove conclusively that Grixon was one arm of the Reaper. One arm? What are you on about? The Reaper's victims were all extremely shrewd criminals at the top of their game. There's simply no way one person could have taken them on alone. The Reaper is an organization. With you at its head, Kazuma is not letting this go, man. He's not letting it go. I had spies at the yard keeping me abreast of Grixon's movements, letting me know when he was elsewhere. So I've been able to check the most recent entry in his book. I knew the location. He can't let it go and move on. I know, right? Wait, are you freaking quoting Nayuta to me? You knew it said grouse? Believing it to be a reference to the gentleman's club, I went there on the day in question to investigate. Alone.
Ah, so that explains why several members of the club claim to have seen you there?
Does anyone watching now remember Nayuta? Nayuta, AA7? Yeah. But of course, the inspector was not there. Because at the time, he was making his way to the steamship docked on the northern coast of France. As shown by the passport found in the victim's metal trunk. Oh, AA6, I'm sorry. I cannot for the life of me remember. Wait, was there AA7? Oh, AA... There's no AA7 here, I'm sorry. AA6. I've been on Twitter too much, and like every time it's like AA7. I think I just believed it existed. Sorry. My bad. That's my bad. Yeah. I'm triggering all of the AA fans. I'm sorry. Yeah, anyway. Very well then, back to your testimony about the contents of this notebook. Yes. Fine. No, AA7! No! Pat.
Is something wrong, Mr. Naruhodo? You seemed a little shocked by something a moment ago.
Oh, no, it's alright. I'm overthinking this, aren't I? Okay, so we gotta move on to the second one, okay? Press this as well. Names of victims, dates, places, and stuff? What in particular?
Well, beside the victims' names, this other name kept cropping up.
What other name was that?
It's the one I told you yesterday. The same name, written over and over again.
You mean... Assassin?
Yeah, that's the one. She's a friend of yours or something, isn't she?
If only you knew, Gina, the hell. Were you even listening yesterday? Sorry. Were you even listening yesterday? Well, Assassin. the assassin. Who could have known?
What, like a killer, you mean?
Gregson was a tactician, the one who came up with the plan of attack. He investigated the marks thoroughly, finding out when they would be vulnerable and who to use to get at them. But the person actually executing his plans was someone else, you're saying? If that's true, then the Reaper does indeed start to sound like an organized group of vigilantes. Ah, that's perhaps what it said on the passport document? Permission for the applicant and one additional person to travel. Could that additional person have been... clearly the assassin who was meant to take Seishido Jigoku's life? Gina, can you confirm that? Against the final entry that listed Grouse and Seishido Jigoku, what name was written?
Oh, well, that's the only entry that didn't have a name next to it as it happens.
What?
It just had like a question mark or some up there, I think.
In other words, Gregson himself didn't know the identity of the assassin in that case. But Gregson was the one making the plans, was he not? Oh, how infuriating! A nameless assassin? Oh my gosh! Was it an assassin from the Trailblaze? I'm sorry, I shouldn't... I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. No. Yeah, but for real though, a nameless assassin? Who? Okay, we'll continue pressing it. Let's go. And you're saying that the mark listed was Seishido Jigoku?
That's what it said.
Funny name if you ask me. It's a perfectly... okay, it's not a normal name, I'm sorry. Seishiro though is perfectly normal.
And I thought your name was odd.
So pleased to have lost my crown there. Mr. Jigoku is the presiding judge of Japan's Supreme Court of Judicature. I remember the man. He came to our country as a visiting student 16 years ago. Studying international law and diplomacy under your tutelage, Lord Strongheart. That bearded young fellow was a very able man, I must say. So Lord Strongheart was Judge Jigoku's mentor. This is very interesting. If I'm not mistaken, he returned to Japan 10 years ago now. 10 years ago, after that fateful case. Precisely. In the aftermath of the professor case, his repatriation was organized immediately. What repatriation? I think that's... I just want to make sure I got it correct.
Repatriation.
Yeah, repatriation. Oh my gosh, I pronounced it right. I'm so happy. Okay, continue. Kazuma went on silent though. It's a mystery why such a man would be listed in the inspector's notebook. Sending him home. Hi, Blue Sky. Indeed, send him home. I didn't think it was possible, but the mood in yours got even worse now. Maybe I'll just keep talking. Okay, now before the last one, there we're gonna press, okay? What do you mean, a criminal? Judge Jigoku is no criminal.
Well, don't ask me. I know nothing about it.
Oh, do you remember what father told us? That Judge Jigoku did once appear in court here in Britain. It was related to the professor case, I'm sure. Yes, of course. You're right. Seishiro was trying to mitigate Genshin's guilt, so he took to the stand to testify. But he got a little carried away and actually managed to break the witness stand. That's so in his character, lol. He also said some contemptuous words about the British Empire for which he was charged. Fan 6 is just shaking his head. He just... It was a pitiful situation, yes. forgotten all about it, but I prosecuted at trial too, as it happens. He's suffering from secondhand embarrassment, that's so funny. You did? It was considered to be an adjunct to the professor proceedings, you see? But he was acquitted after being told to make reparation for the damage caused to the stand. And there you have it. Have what? Surely the accused hasn't forgotten his own rule. That there's no saving anyone who faces the Reaper in court, guilty or innocent alike. What? No! Are you suggesting that the reason Judge Jikoku was targeted for assassination? The man was sent back to Japan immediately after the trial. The Reaper had no time to do his work. But then, 10 years later, the Mark returns to Britain once more. Perhaps now you start to see just how vindictive the Reaper is. Oh, the Reaper does seem to hold a grudge. That much I can see. Come on, that's absurd! Take someone's life for that? Isn't the whole premise of the Reaper absurd? Killing those who have been found innocent? Clearly the rules by which the man operates are beyond a sane person's comprehension. But... Objection? Who's objecting? Right, I've had just about enough of this. Gina? The Reaper is very vindictive, indeed, yeah. All this nonsense about the boss planning to kill people, it's cobblers. Come on, Otto! Yes? Ah, what? You call me? Why are you saying anything? Oh no, she's... Why ain't you saying nothing? What? Why ain't you yelling out objection or something? What? You've gotta find a flaw! You do usually! Someone's lying here! No question! You've gotta work out who it is! Please! For the boss! That outburst was an insult to the court and to your own testimony. I might have known that a common pickpocket from the back slums couldn't make a detective. That is so rude! The hell? When this trial is over, you will forfeit your warrant card, Miss Lestrade. Is that clear? I've had it with a lot of ya. It's lies every bleeding place you look in this world, innit? Well, I've had enough. Gina. So have I. After that little speech of Gina's, I've made up my mind. To do what, Mr. Naruhodo? There was one point in this cross-examination when something that was said just didn't sit right with me. One statement that seemed odd. The first one, I believe. Oh, do you mean? I'm not going to let Gina's plea for help fall on deaf ears. Okay, the flaw. What is the flaw? Press the last statement. Okay. Okay, you gotta find a flaw somewhere. You have to press this down. I want to thank you, Gina. You helped me find my resolve. Eh? What do you mean? Amongst everything we've heard during this cross-examination, there's one thing that defies explanation. One inconsistency. What? An inconsistency? Even Baroque is like, ooh. Really, Otto? Really, Otto? I don't quite know what it means yet, but... Yes, there's an inconsistency in something that was said by... Okay, so at this part it says that... Kazuma Asogi. I think it's referring to specifically something he said. By you, Kazuma Asugi. Me? Is this some attempt at filibustering? What is this word? What the hell? Stop using new words. Filibustering? What is this? Filibuster.
Filibuster.
Filibuster, okay. Act in an obstructive manner in a legislative assembly, especially by speaking at inordinate length. Obstructed with a filibuster. Play for time, procrastinate, waste time. Okay, I understand it now. Filibustering. Prosecutor Asogi has given no testimony. What are you suggesting I said that was inconsistent? You let something slip that you shouldn't have. When I present the relevant piece of evidence, I imagine you'll realize what you've done. Okay. So he did say something earlier, which is my inconsistency present oh GG. Very well then, counsel, go ahead. What evidence reveals this alleged inconsistency in something Prosecutor Asogi has said? Wow, I wonder what this is. Have you seen this huge gash across the side of the trunk here? It's gone right through the leather and into the metal behind. Gosh, for a metal chest like this to have been so badly damaged, whatever made the gash must have struck the side of the trunk with considerable force. I wonder how it happened. Okay, yeah, we got this, huh? Holy the fuck's this? Look at this dark stain here. Do you think? Yes, I'm afraid so. I think it's blood. Ugh, I knew you were going to say that. So that presumably means that this was present at the scene when Inspector Gregson was killed. It's the most logical conclusion, yes. To think Gina's been carrying this around with her. If you didn't know any better, I suppose it does look like a grease stain from all the fish and chips. No. What part of this looks like a grease stain? Excuse you. Stop making excuses. Alright, so... This is a trunk that belonged to Inspector Gregson. A metal construction, is it? It's certainly very heavy. What's this? A bloodstain? And a relatively fresh one too. Chun. Whoa! You mean that ain't grease from all the boss's fish and chips? Gina, no! Gina actually thought it was. Fresh blood on the inspector's trunk. That suggests that the victim was traveling with that luggage when he was killed. That can't be. There was no mention of any trunk in Scotland Yard's report. Yes, there's a reason for that. Immediately after the inspector's body was discovered, one of the street peddlers made off with the trunk, hoping to sell it. But I found it! Me! With me nose for trouble. Which means that nobody should have known anything about the trunk. Unless, of course, we're talking about somebody who was present when the victim was killed. Kazuma knew about the trunk. He knew about the passport in the trunk, didn't he? Oh, Kazuma is sweating. He's sweating. And yet, during the cross-examination of the witness just now, you said this, Kazuma. Oh, now it's no longer Prosecutor Asogi, it's just Kazuma. Because at the time he was making his way to the steamship docked on the northern coast of France, as shown by the passport found in the victim's metal trunk. So the question is, how did you know about the inspector's trunk? We know the man went on a trip to France. Where else would he have put his passport? you knew it was a metal trunk? Answer me honestly, Kazuma. On 31st October, where exactly were you? At the port of Dunkirk, on board the SS Grouse. Is that the answer you're looking for, Ryunosuke? Kazuma, what did you... I hadn't considered the possibility before, but if Kazuma was there on the ship, then it can only have been for one purpose. What? Oh no, Mr. Naruhodo! Surely you don't think... Come on, Ryunosuke. You know the rules. The only thing that really talks in the courtroom is hard evidence. As I understand it, Inspector Gregson always took that case with him when he traveled. So, as it stands, you've proved nothing. Kazuma, are you challenging me to prove it beyond all reasonable doubt? That you were there that day, in the same place as the inspector. He was there? With Gregson? There's a clue that you've overlooked. A secret that Trunk can tell us. I can't be sure at this point. I'll need to verify it. But I have a nasty feeling that I'm going to be right. The accusation being made is deeply disturbing, but nevertheless, we must test it. The defense will identify for the court where in the trunk this alleged clue is to be found. Where is the evidence that ties Prosecutor Asogi to Inspector Gregson? This gash. This gash. This is your proof? What do you say to that, Prosecutor Asogi? Personally... oh my gosh. Personally, I think tying the defense counsel to the inspector's trunk and tossing it into the sea would be more helpful. Hey, that's so rude, Kazuma. When did you learn to be so rude? What? At least, that way, London's courtrooms will be safe from his destructive accusations. I believe that was a rather long-winded way of telling you that you're wrong, Mr. Naruto. No! No! What did I do wrong? Fuck you! Okay, so I need to point to where the metal shard is sticking out. Okay, okay. Oh, I need to point at this metal shard thing. This specifically the metal shard, I think. Oh well, we still have a few chances. This is your proof? What do you say to that? No! 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 What did I do wrong? Make this shit. Is it the other side? Is it the other side? Give me a moment. Need a hint? I'm already looking at the guide. I've been transparent from the start that I'm looking at the guide, but... Where is it? On the right. Hey, where? Where? I pointed at the shard. I pointed at it. I pointed at the gash? I pointed at the shard. So like, what is it? What is it? I need to open the trunk. Okay. Okay, I need to open the trunk. Okay, I need to open it. Okay, sorry. Oh shit, a shard. This one? This one, okay. Okay, thanks. I think I'm too tired. Thank you for helping me out. Okay, there's a small piece of metal lodged in the wall of the trunk here. Like the tip of a blade. Eh? A blade? Kazuma, slung around your waist as ever today. It's the steamed blade Kaduma. Of course it is. Won't you draw it here in this courtroom for all to see? Exercise caution, my learned friend. That man is the son of London's most notorious killer. Oh, everyone's being vicious today, guys. Everyone's being vicious today. Bailiff, watch Prosecutor Asogi like a hawk. That won't be necessary. What? Oh no! So spicy. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. Thank you.
Sippy, sippy.
The tip is broken. Van Zieks is shocked himself. Long cheeps. Oh, stretch. Sorry, I missed the stretch. Okay, stretchy. Ah, that was great. Thanks. Lift the fragment of metal from the trunk, fist together with the end of the sword. The question of who was there with Inspector Gregson will be answered. Agreed, Kazuma Asogi. Expertly done, Ryunosuke. That's a point to you, and well deserved. Do you mean to tell the court, Prosecutor Asogi? Yes, on 31st October I accompanied Inspector Gregson to Dunkirk in order to carry out a mission. So the additional person authorized to travel was me. You were the assassin? And the mission was the assassination of the Mark. What? What? You mean you're the killer whose name was omitted from this notebook? You were following the Reaper's orders to dispatch Judge Jigoku? Let me make one thing perfectly clear. I have killed no one. Explain. I accepted the assassination mission, yes, and I accompanied Gregson to Dunkirk. But I never had any intention of carrying out the plan. You were never going to do it? We can believe Kazuma-sama. I'm sure. After all, Judge Jigoku arrived safely in London the following day. Sus, right? So such. Sush. On the 31st, I boarded a train from London with Inspector Gregson. We traveled to Dover, from where we crossed the channel to Dunkirk. Then we boarded the SS Grouse and made for the cabin deck as indicated in the plan. You went to Judge Jigoku's cabin? Exactly. He wasn't there though. We decided to wait, but you've already told us you had no intention of going through with it anyway. I didn't come to Great Britain to take anyone's life. So I left Gregson and disembarked the ship. I spent that night at a boarding house in the town and returned to England the following morning. A boarding house? In Dunkirk? My signature will be in the register book. It will be simple enough to verify. Then, what became of Jigoku? Gregson was no assassin, so the mark was spared. I'm sure it's easy enough to imagine what happened after that. Gregson returned to England as well, having failed to complete the mission. He met with the Reaper in that room on Fresno Street to report a failure, causing the infuriated mastermind to pull the trigger and end his wretched agent's life. You know, Kazuma, you have a very active imagination, I'll give you that. That's the real truth behind Inspector Gregson's murder. But if you did nothing as you claim, how did the tip of your sword come to be lodged in the inspector's trunk? don't need to answer them. Oh! The victim was killed by a gunshot. A small fragment of a Japanese blade isn't relevant to the case. And accordingly, I choose to exercise my right to silence on that matter. So if you want him to speak, you have to find a way to make it relevant to the case. Be that as it may, the court will sequester the sword as evidence. As you wish, my lord. The great sword karma has been entered into the court. We must take immediate action now to verify whether Seishido Jigoku remains unharmed. Oh god, what if he's dead? What? Remains unharmed? I agree. That should be our first priority. It's recently come to my attention that he hasn't been seen since yesterday. How did you... When a foreign dignitary invited to Great Britain goes missing for 24 hours, it's only natural that the question of his safety should arise. You don't mean to say that you think Judge Jigoku may have been killed? The Reaper has more than one assassin at his disposal, and he has the power and influence to give orders from the inside of a prison cell. Shut up! Isn't it right, Lord Van Zeeks? If I were truly the Reaper, I'll be able to tell you. It's like, lol, if I were the Reaper? Yeah, I'll tell you, man. Order! Order in court! Order! We will take an emergency recess for 30 minutes. Now? Guests of the symposium have been told to maintain regular contact with the organizer's office. If the man can't be located within half an hour, we will have to assume the worst. Oh no! Not just Jigoku! No one would want to kill a harmless Japanese man who had only just arrived in the country. Except, that is, for the Reaper, wanting to finish off a mark that slipped through the net 10 years ago. I would have to agree. Mr. Naruhodo, for the defense's sake... My lord? I sincerely hope we are successful. If we are unable to confirm Mr. Jigoku's healthy existence in the next 30 minutes, you will face grave difficulties. Ah! Court is adjourned for 30 minutes. Oh shit. Oh shit. What do we do now, though?
MDK, hello! Thank you for the 500 biddies! Hope you're having a great Friday, me and Shib Gang. Yay! We're definitely having a great time and an even better one now that you're here. Hey, hello! Work's been making me late and forced to lurk. No worries, work will always come first, and there's always the VOD, so you don't have to worry about that. But thank you so much for trying to make it anyway, MDK. I appreciate it. Hi, and yes, hi, little sheep. I just finished my work, stopping by to see how you're doing. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. And yes, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we are. I think we're coming to the end of this part soon, so sit tight. And yeah, we'll wrap this up gracefully, you know? Kazuma-sama, the Reaper's assassin. I feel as though I'm in a nightmare. I can hardly believe it either. But on the other hand, Kazuma isn't in the habit of making up stories. I have such a terrible sense of foreboding. If something awful has happened to Just Jigoku, then I feel as though things will only spiral further and further out of control. Oh no. This music sounds a little different, but that may be my imagination. Ooh. And that court seems to be on fire. It might as well be on literal fire, by the way. Things are not doing so swell. I felt it from the moment I stepped into the courthouse this morning. That strange sensation that we were careering towards a foregone conclusion. Well, in the worst case, we might only have 30 minutes left. Unfortunately though, I don't think there's anything we can do but wait now. We're out of options.
Actually, maybe one last hand we can play. You guys remember Rabbit Herlock Sholmes? The rabbit, yeah, the rabbit yellow creature, you know? Or rather, one last year. Of course! The little Mr. Sholmes doll that Iris gave us.
If, for some reason, you completely run out of options in the trial today, then just pull this little Hurley's ears as hard as you possibly can.
Rabbit, yeah, she gave us a hair thing. Perhaps now is the time. What should I do? Pull Hurley's ears or not? Pull! Pull! Pull them clean off. I'm sorry. Here goes then. I'm gonna do it. Pull, pull, pull.
Good luck, Mr. Naruto.
No looking back. That scream sounded like Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes? Where are you? Here, my dear fellow. Here. Oh my gosh, wait, is it a phone? It's the felt doll talking. Pull the ears again, Mr. Naruto, as hard as you can. Alright then, I'll put all my strength into it. We were literally pulling his ear. Help me. Oh my god, it is so cute. Please, my dear fellows, you don't need to pull my ear off. Mr. Sholmes, where are you? Myself and my trusty partner. Oh my gosh, he's so smart. He's like my trusty partner. Are presently in the first class cabin area of the SS grounds. So that's where you've all been, huh? You've been spending some private time away from all of us, huh? The SS grounds? She left Dover last night after the final pieces of cargo were loaded. Oh my gosh, the little Irish just went back to his ear. We are currently docked at Dunkirk, but due to be underway again in half an hour. You've taken the ship to France? Please, even with my athletic prowess, I would struggle to jump the Straits of Dover. Oh, shut up. After we left Baker Street last night, we hurried by cab to the station and by train to the port in order to board this vessel in time. So, you mean you'd already worked it out? That the steamship was where everything really took place? Mr. Naruhodo, pray, what is my name? Herlock Sholmes, world famous great detective, ayo! Recited to perfection. Well done. You're a genius, Mr. Sholmes! That's the only word for it! I love it, it's so funny. Ow, 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 ow! Miss Susato, gently with this genius's ear, please. Yeah, yellow creature. Unfortunate, but oh well. Oh my! I'm ever so sorry. If I may, Sholmes. Ah! There you are, Mikotoba. You may remember that it was in fact I who made the connection to the SS Cross. He truly is just a yellow creature. Let's be real, he is just a yellow creature, okay. At Scotland Yard yesterday, when we examined that notebook and I recalled my steamship ticket... But of course it was, my dear fellow. And not once did I controvert that fact. I merely had our court-bound companions utter my name. Mikoto, why is it? Had enough of that shit. Yes, you did, didn't you? We've just entered the recess. The trial resumes in 30 minutes from now. And if we're unable to present any new leads then, I'm afraid to say... Do not fret, please. It's for precisely that purpose that my partner and I have made this journey. Are you sure? You sure you guys weren't just honeymooning on your own or... Okay, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. Yeah, anyway. I have no doubt that we shall have welcome news for you within the half hour. Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. That would be wonderful. Until later then. Yes, you'll be hearing from us if you're not in touch first. Ow, 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 ow. I shan't be hearing anything if you keep tugging my ear in that mindless fashion. Whatever was the idea behind making a receiver operated in that way in the first place, Chomes? Definitely honeymooning, right, Kiko? They were honeymooning. Why the deuce would I know? It's Iris's invention, not mine. Iris is bitter, okay? She really went like, yeah, if you pull this thing is just gonna like tuck at your ear. Your literal ear. Hairly. Whilst I know how much you enjoy being the hero of the hour, Sholmes, we have but half that now before the grouse puts to sea again. If we don't conclude our investigations rapidly, we shall find ourselves in Naples before long. That pulling my ear. Guys, pull rabbit man's ear. Pull it. Pull it hard.
I'm Miyori. Hello, dog. Woof woof. Arf. Welcome in.
There are times, Mikotoba, when you make a surprising amount of sense. He's the only one making sense here, you yellow creature. So, let us begin. First class cabin number 2. Yes, this is the one. But I don't believe an investigation of the cabin is going to be plain sailing. Oh my gosh, this guy again. That crewman standing in front of the door is an angry-looking fellow. Why you are loitering here? Who are you? My dear fellow, do you not recognize a world-famous great detective when you see one? The question really ought to be, who are you? Do you not recognize world-traveling great sailor Chicken Stroganoff when you see? Great detective? Ha! I don't think so. Guys, do you see this? Do you see that, Mikotoba? It would appear that this man is a devoted follower of mine. Goodness me, is that a tattoo that says Sholmes? I must say, whilst such adoration is flattering, naturally, it does leave me a little cold. What are you talking about? Leave, now! How distressing. My loyal devotee knows me only by name and not by appearance. And yet I already know a great deal about you, sir. You have a brother, I believe? Like yourself, he's a shipman. Currently traveling the world aboard a Russian steamship. In fact, oh, look at his eyes. How could you know this? Elementary, my dear Mikotoba. I'm sure it was. Mikotoba is so done with him, as he should be. 3 days ago, I was bound for London aboard this ship, you see. We're looking for one of my fellow passengers, a man by the name of Jigoku. There is no one with this name on board. Oh, he's not looking at us. But we know that he purchased a ticket for passage. Yeah, he's like, no, I'm not looking at. He acts like Small Sheep's half-sister when we're trying to take a picture. She does not like pictures, so we're like, come on, look at us. And she's like, much like what he's doing now. Ah, you mean Easton, man. He left ship 2 hours ago. Here at Dunkirk, he said something about emergency, I think. What? Are you sure? So Seishiro's realized that we're after him, has he? His cabin is the one behind you. We shall like to investigate, please. Now! I have orders not to let even mouse inside. That's why there's a mouse trap, Lamau. Mikotoba, be a good man and draw this sailor's attention away, would you? Make up some excuse so he leaves the area. Hey, you piece... Oh. Doesn't great detectives see that even sailors have ears, both left and right? Curses! The plan is ruined. Come on, this is just a smokescreen. And you have only yourself to blame, I'm afraid, Sholmes. Forget it. Cabin door is locked. Even if I am not here, you cannot get inside. Mikotoba, I'm sure you haven't forgotten my special talent, have you? Opening any lock? Dun dun dun. Within a mere 5 seconds. No, you take longer than that. You don't give me that bullshit, okay? So if you'd be so kind as to afford me the requisite time, old friend, in your typically accommodating manner. How could I refuse such a typically unappealing request, old friend? You guys, can you like get a room already? Just get a room. Just save all of us. Okay, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Fams, please. So I need to distract that burly sailor for 5 seconds, do I? Good man. So, the game is afoot. How do I What do I do? Okay. Oh, would you look at that? There's a mouse there. Oh, this must be a mousetrap, I think. Perhaps I could distract the crewman's attention with this somehow. Try it. We do it. You really went choo choo. That sounds like Big Mouse interrupt. Choo choo. I will bring bucket of water later and put out of misery. I don't like the sound of that. In any case, my dear fellow, that was quite unconvincing. Only Japanese mice make a choo sound. Shut up! We're doing our best. Mikotoba making mouse noises, Lemo. And then the thing is, the Russian guy is like, big mouse. Oh, really, Shomes? And pray tell, what sound do Russian mice make? Beep beep! Naturally. Though also quite unconvincing, I readily admit. So go ahead, Mikotoba. Do a pee-pee this time. No, thank you. A pee-pee! I'm sure I can come up with an alternative solution. What else do we got? Oh, would you look at that? Ah, the switch for the electrical lights. Perhaps if I were to turn off the lights, the crewmen wouldn't be able to see what we were doing. Yes, flick the switch. Do it. Hoi! Oh! Ah! What is happening? Where is light? Now, Shomes, now! Quick. No body there. That was a close shave. Whew. Quite a knack you have, stumbling so violently in an apparently empty corridor. Do be quiet, Shomes. I shall have to think of another approach. Oh, okay, that did not work. Then what would work? What would work? That's the way back to the deck, but we certainly can't give up on this now. Okay. Okay, so what can we do, bitch? Oh, fire alarm. Fire alarm. Alarm. This would appear to be an alarm bell. All hell would break loose if that thing were to ring. The whole crew would know about it. Oh, wouldn't it be a shame if the whole crew would know about it? Here goes then. Pardon me in advance. Yo! What are you doing? If we were at sea, that would be a very bad problem. What's going on down there? Seaman Stroganoff, report at once. Sorry, sir. Nothing to report. It was just stupid trick. No, not by me, but world famous. No, as I told you. Now, Shomes, now! Done. Oh my gosh, he did it in 5 seconds this time, for real. Not even 5 seconds, eh? Oh, don't stand there gawping at my brilliance, Mikotoba. In we go. Oh, yes. They need a room. They freaking need a room. Come on. Please, game, please. I'm begging you. 3rd November SS Girls First Class Cabin number 2. Oh boy. Good gracious. It does appear that the occupant of this cabin did indeed disembark rather hurriedly. Those clothes on the floor they're Seishiro's, without question. Well, it seems we are just a little too late. Yes, by about 2 hours? Still, whilst we're here, we should investigate thoroughly. There may well be 2 hours worth of clues to find in here. But that burly crewman may return at any moment, Sholmes. Indeed he may. Which makes this all the more thrilling. You... This yellow thing is infuriating. Okay, this yellow creature is infuriating. Okay, what we got? We have the cupboard. According to the report I was given, Naruhodo was concealing himself in Asogi's wardrobe. Indeed he was, and it was of a similar size to this one. Aha! You must climb inside yourself, my dear fellow. Excuse you? What? Whatever for? It was the site of my first fateful meeting with Mr. Naruhodo. You can experience the moment for yourself now, complete with my dramatic rhetoric. Come along now, in you go. This will only take a moment. No, stop it. Oh my gosh, Sholmes is so playful. Mikotoba is truly a precious person to him. I can see that much. So cute. Huh? Really, Sholmes? Surely you can tell me what you can just tell me what you said. He's so childish. Well, I uttered some brilliant remark and opened the wardrobe to reveal the stowaway murderer. I think I'll just read about it in The Adventures of Herlock. He's so done. Okay, the chair is not of note, but we have this. Quite the exquisite glass, I must say. See here how it is. Is something wrong, Sholmes? You suddenly trailed off. Ice, Mikotoba, ice! What opulence the first class and passengers enjoy! Chilled drinks! Pardon? Could it be that the steamship is equipped with an electrically refrigerated cold room, do you think? Wait! A refrigerated cold room! Well, it is a luxury liner after all. Wow, that will be helpful. They have enormous refrigerators for storing all sorts of lavish produce as well as ice. On our voyage from Japan, we enjoyed culinary delights from all over the world.
Hi, Rashias! Hello! How are you doing? Welcome in for the first time. Well, today's not tarot time, but today is, a lot of voice acting time. Both games have been good. It has been good. We are finding out more info as the game goes on. Yes, welcome in. I hope you enjoy yourself. What are you doing up still so late? It's almost midnight. Go sleep. Suddenly, Mikotoba, the sight of you is making my mouth water. Excuse me? Excuse me, Sholmes? What the hell did you just say? What did you just say? Kiko, and May. Okay. Just... Look, I'm trying to see you guys platonically, but you're all making it hard, okay? Oopsie, my sleep schedule not the best. I see. I mean, same, but due to work, I am forced to have a normal sleep schedule. Can you say something normal for once, Sholmes? I haven't taken on the flavor of the food I ate, you know? Why are you so weird? He's so straight. Same, to be honest, I'm sleeping a lot earlier recently. Yeah, go sleep early. You know, I'm supposed to be sleeping early, but here we are. There's a speaking tube here. Look, though it's been stoppered with some cloth. So the voices of the crewmen on the bridge aren't an annoyance, I suppose? Or indeed, so that the voices in this cabin aren't heard elsewhere. Earlier, but it's like 1 AM-ish. Oh, I've been sleeping around that time too, because I can't sleep before 12. I just lie in bed and I'm just like... Bleh. Could something have happened in here that was for no one else's ears, do you think? You know, I have a pretty bright idea. How about you guys do something that is for no one else's ears as well in this room while you're at it, you know? Since Herlock thinks it's so thrilling that like the seaman may come back anytime, like why don't you guys just go do something that is for no one else's ears, hmm? You get my drift? Big brain time, Okay, never mind. Either that, or it could be to prevent snakes from entering. Shut up! We debunked that. That's really become a favorite case of yours, hasn't it?
Actually, it's one of my favorite cases of the original series, the Speckled Man. I really like it. Okay, we took that. We have to examine every damn thing in this household. This is the waste paper basket. Look, and there's still rubbish inside. Indeed, then let us pry. I've discovered recently I have a penchant for exploring the contents of others' waste paper baskets. He's admitting that he's trash. Yeah, anyway. I sincerely hope only for your work. These two need to get a room, really. Ah! Here we have a notice issued to passengers from 3 days ago. Oh? 3 days ago? The night before we arrived in London then? When I was still aboard myself. Okay, see. Evacuation drill notice 31st October. Following departure from the port of Dunkirk. I'm not done yet! Ah, yes, there was an evacuation drill. I remember now. For our safety and security, all first-class passengers were constantly under the watchful eye of the crew. So it was a welcome relief to have some privacy for once. Bye. Yeah. God. Let me read. Frick you. Okay, we can't look at that. What about this damn thing? These are the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Additionally, there are severe punishments for stowing away in wardrobes and or travel cases. Wow, I wonder why this rule was added, guys. This absolutely blows my mind. Wow, who could ever know the reason why they added this rule? I wonder why. I know, right? Yeah, I wonder why. It beats me, guys. Absolute mystery, you know? Absolute mystery. I feel the rules have increased since I last read them. Probably just my imagination. Yeah, just my imagination, guys. Don't worry about it. What about the fact that they're not straight on the wall? Doesn't that strike you? You all are not straight! Don't complain about this damn frame! Don't distract from the topic, guys. Okay? Yeah, it's not straight on the wall, but neither are you guys, okay? You understand? Huh? Huh, you guys? I'm watching you. I'm keeping an eye on you, huh? You may be right. Probably just your imagination, though. A trifle. A trifle? Yeah, a trifle. And you know what I always say, Mikotoba? There is nothing important about trifles. It's probably just my imagination, but I think that might be slightly off. Okay, we have the clothes as well. There's a substantial heap of clothes on the floor. An overcoat, shirt, a dressing gown, momohiki work trousers, a tanzen robe, a haramaki waistband, clearly the clothing of a Japanese man. And clearly, Japanese men are unaccustomed to the culture of the wardrobe. Do not insult! I'm so done with this yellow creature. It looks to me as if they've been thrown in a heap like that in something of a hurry. Indeed, you could help yourself to a Japanese man's shirt, perhaps? I'm sure you made mention of packing too few. Okay, he's like, yeah, take it, you need it, don't you? Oh my god, you pay so much attention to Mikotoba. I'd very likely drown in one of Seishiro's shirts. No, I'll just buy any extras I need, I think. Okay, we got a chest here. That's a very sizable trunk indeed. Seishiro is partial to all things large. He's a large man himself. And a rather clumsy fellow, if you failed to notice he left that behind. Perhaps he left it on purpose. It's lighter than you might think, but still a hindrance to a speedy escape. Open sesame? Pity. It's locked, so we can't look inside. Surely 5 seconds from now the situation will be quite different, though? Sadly not. It has a 7-digit combination lock. 7-digit! What the hell? And I'm not in a morose enough mood to work through all the combinations at present. That's gonna take years, by the way. Oh shit. Okay, anyway, do we have more? The books? Seriously, the damn books? Plenty of reading material to keep passengers occupied on the long sea voyages. Voyages. I found a mixture of classic literature and easy reading to be most satisfactory, I must say. Tusk! Whoever stopped this bookcase was a hopeless heretic. There's no copy of The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, my dear fellows. I'm afraid it's just me, but no, you're quite right. More blasphemous than overlooking the Bible. Is he being like sarcastic or not? I cannot tell. Oh, will it? Or will what? 7-digit would have billions of combinations. Yeah. I shall leave a copy behind. I just happen to have one with me. You're a true missionary of the Church of Great Detectives, aren't you? Okay, well, we have this where I assume this frame was supposed to be. And behind the frame, we're going to find the password to this chest, okay? That's my prediction. The wall is a slightly different color just here. Do you see? Indeed, what you have observed arises when the frame that has been hanging for some time is removed. Wait. Perhaps your friend is an art thief. Now there's a bold deduction worthy of a great detective, I'm sure. They're so sarcastic! I hate this! He may very well be the elusive thief who has been plaguing, Francis' galleries of late. I think perhaps we should focus our attentions elsewhere, Sholmes, don't you? That outline on the wall. I feel as though I might have spotted something of a similar shape and size elsewhere. Wow. Oh, he's back. Yo! You are still here? Ah, Able Seaman Stroganoff, hello again. I was beginning to think you'd never materialize. Eh? You are waiting for me? Of course! I was expecting you to burst in with a hearty Russian profanity far sooner. I was in trouble with Captain because of chick you played before. Poor innocent chicken. Chicken? It is all your fault. Ship is leaving port soon. Get off. Now. Of course, we shall disembark presently, my dear fellow. But first, there is something that must be done. What are you talking about? Why, naturally, the debunking of your deceit and the bearing of the truth. Kakoi? I'm Miriam. Also just went to follow you on X. Did you know there's like 3 other bot accounts with your exact same name? Is there? Mom, I'm famous. No, I'm just kidding. I did not know. I did not know. I'll probably check it out. I didn't know. I'm afraid I see through your lies. For one thing, Mr. Jikoku has not yet left this vessel at all. He's hiding in a trunk. Ah! And for another, my dear seaman Stroganoff, you know exactly where the man is, even as we speak, don't you? He's in the trunk. He's in the trunk. He's definitely in the trunk. How can you? Good gracious, Shrooms. You mean you've worked it out? All of it? It's really been too long, hasn't it, old friend? 10 years, no less. Oh. So, would you care to join me for a dance of my inimitable logic and reasoning? Nothing would please me more. They need a damn room, guys. I've been saying this from the beginning. They need a room, and the room they have, but unfortunately, there's someone else there. But like, oh my god, he's like, it's been 10 years. Will you join me for a dance again? All right. Okay. Yes. Very, very unstraight. I agree. Nothing will please me. But can you not say it like that? What is this? We have but minutes until the vessel puts to sea. No games now. Are they both gonna dance? Time Time is of the essence. Oh yeah, let's go! Mr. Stroganoff, allow me to remind you of your earlier claim. You told us that Jikoku left the ship some 2 hours ago. That is what I said. Sadly, that was a rather clumsy lie. You see, there is something in this room that quite clearly contradicts it. What? Ah! Yes, of course. Oh my gosh, he's really participating. I see you've noted it too, Mikotoba. Then please do take the lead. You know, they are really behaving like partners here because he's like, okay, you got this, you take the lead. And I'm just... This is amazing. What in this cabin shows the impossibility of Jikoku having disembarked 2 hours ago? Let's see what the last 3 years have done to your observational skills then, Mikotoba. It's been 10 years since we last did this, Sholmes, not 3. Why, of course it has. Quite. Now, all the clues are here in this cabin for your eyes to see. But as I always say, you must not merely look, but observe. Observe, and the answers become clear. So, impress me. Okay. I think I can manage that. I'm gonna follow the guy though. Like, let's see, where is this? Examine everything. Glass containing ice. Yeah, that's true. The ice has barely melted. Oh my gosh. Could I? He's dancing! He's freaking tap dancing! He freaking tap danced! Oh my god! Oh my god! Very nice. Very nice. Perhaps you should have cleared away the glass? How curious that the ice shouldn't have melted despite it being abandoned 2 hours ago? Ah! It would appear that the man was here in this very cabin until moments before our arrival. With this well-chilled glass in hand. This history of the word dance and dance of deduction. I know, right? Absolute cinema. It's so beautiful. Get your mind off the refreshments, Sholmes. One might even conclude that somebody informed him of our boarding. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Stroganoff? But why would Seishiro run from us? Before we consider the question, allow me to confirm one small matter. Would I be correct in saying that these first-class cabins of the SS Grouse are the same ones in which you and Mr. Jikoku were accommodated on your voyage from Japan? Ah, that's right, they are. I was in the cabin next door, and Seishiro was, yes, 50 days in this very cabin during our voyage. As I suspected. For, you see, there are traces in this cabin of a dark secret that Mr. Jikoku had to hide. What traces? I know nothing about this. Ah, this is news to you, is it, Mr. Stroganoff? Sholmes, what exactly are you getting at? As I said, there are traces in this cabin of some nefarious activity. Something that appears out of place, which I'm quite sure won't have escaped your notice. Something out of place in here. No shit. That's the key to this, Mikotoba. The remnants of the dark deed that took place in here are being masked by something quite incongruous. I must say, I didn't foresee ever doing this dance of deduction with you again, Mikotoba. Get a room! No, quite. But life is full of unexpected twists and turns, as we well know. Now then, let's see if I can uncover the truth here. Yes, you have the floor, my dear fellow. It's this one, isn't it? That one's out of place. dancing so beautifully. Help. It's the rules of passage in this frame here. You're obviously out of place. The way they're hanging crooked on the wall. As if they were put there in a hurry. Yes, as I'm sure you've already concluded. That frame was originally over there. Over here. The shape and size are a perfect match. Dah! You are right. When did frame move? Hardly the most observant of crewmen, are you, Mr. Stroganoff? I would think your captain is quite justified in having his reservations about your reliability. Grr! Oh dear, that really seemed to touch a nerve. So, Mikotoba, why don't you lift that frame off the wall? Lift it, lift it. That looks like a bullet hole. What? Who has been shooting walls? I see the projectile has been removed. Clearly the careful occupant of this room has already disposed of it. Now then, Mr. Stroganoff, I have the distinct impression that you're attempting to shield said occupant. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I try to protect Eastern stranger? Huh? So we're talking about the same man. I see. Good. Gag! I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this in no time. Aren't you? Because there's some very noteworthy evidence that explains the reason why you're lying for the man. Yes, you've been told to keep up this pretense as clearly shown by... his tattoo, I mean... I really don't know how to approach this one, Shrooms. Ah, my dear Mikotoba, simply keep first principles in mind. Study your subject from every angle. And I'm quite sure that you'll see it. In fact, I'll put a wager on it. So I'm to glare at a fellow from all sides. Well, I can certainly do that. That's very unstraight of you, but certainly possible. Oh, it's a fish scarf. It looks like a fish. What is this? Okay. Oh. Okay, guys, I really need to pee right now. So can we like take a 5-minute break just for me to like go pee and come back? Okay, like I'll be back in a bit. Like I intend to finish this before like we end for today, but I need to pee a lot. I hope you guys can go pee during this time as well. Okay. Where's my be right back screen? Okay, about 5 minutes ish. You know what? Let's just come back at like 25-ish or like what? Okay, I'll see you guys in about 5-10 minutes. Okay, see you guys.
Tea time. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. According to the guide, there's not much left. So, let's just go straight for it, okay? I hope you all are back from the pee break. Just like me. Welcome back, Doggo. Yay, I am welcome. Thank you. Okay, let's go. We'll continue.
Oh, I love these two so much. May I'll very honestly say I think this is my favorite ship from this entire game. Like, you know, it's initially we're like, Ryunosuke and Kazuma, or like maybe Barak and his college friend, or maybe even Barak and Gallo. I'm just like, oh my god. I think I found it. I think I found my favorite ship. Oh my god. Oh, okay, he is covering for someone. Because he has, he's been bribed. I love it so much. I love it so much. I love that we get to see that tap dance from all angles. Very nice. MikoHomu really does scratch my brain. It does. I agree. We can talk about it more in DMs. You know, it's almost too obvious for words. Quite. The universal language of the world. Money. And I'll wager that the Eastern fellow in question is Seishiro Jikoku. Yes? So, I presume you realize what this means? There are clear signs that crime has been committed in this cabin. And the way you're going, sir, you'll find yourself accused of being an accomplice. But... I believe you know, Mr. Stroganoff. You know where Mr. Jigoku is hiding at this precise moment in time. There we go. As always, Mikotoba, in matters of deduction, the furtive glance is your unfaltering ally. Yes, I think you're onto something there, Sholmes. You found a chink in this burly fellow's armor. Well, his armor wasn't particularly strong in the first place, but we'll look past that, you know? We need only follow the man's gaze to know where our prey is hiding. The slightest flicker of the pupils, a minutely delayed blink. Nothing escapes my attention, even that which is barely perceptible. Like your feelings for Mikoto. I mean what? I mean, you didn't hear me say anything, no? You could hardly call this barely perceptible, Jones. The man's turned his entire head. It's not exactly what you describe as a furtive glance, is it? It's almost too obvious. We shall let your tapping toes decide, my dear fellow. It's hiding in the damn box. I know it's in the damn box. It's always the damn box. You turned immediately to look at this large trunk, didn't you? The truth is, Seishiro Jikoku was unable to escape from the ship in time. And is, at this very moment, doing his best to stifle his breath inside this trunk. If he still has a breath to take, I fear he may be running dangerously low on air. Hi, Blue Sky. So was it Emperor that brought I was not expecting to see something like this in my chat. I was so not expecting this to end up in my chat. Very honest, I did not expect this. Honestly, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I didn't write this story. I haven't been reading fanfiction for this world, so why would I know if it was indeed Empreg that brought Iris into this world? You guys are so funny. Okay, I wouldn't know. Here you go. The comment is on YouTube, so you can go and jump over there and look. But yes, Blue Sky, I'll just read out the message again. Blue Sky asks, so was it Empreg that brought Iris into this world? My size. Why is this so funny? What? Hi, Aetherius. Yes, I mean, Empreg is great. I love theorizing about it. I love imagining it. But, I wonder if it has a place here. Big Dong. Interesting. Yeah, but that's a topic for another day, okay? I imagine he didn't count on us making a nuisance of ourselves for quite so long. I think it it would be in everyone's best interest for us to open the trunk as quickly as possible. At least you liked my question, save from the ban button. Were you expecting to be banned? Well, lucky for you, I kinda like it. So like, yeah. I like the possibilities that it brings to a lot of like fan theories, a lot of like ship dynamics. So that's kind of like why I like it. Emperor, yes, I mean what? Well, Kiko, I mean, sometimes we just gotta be a bit freaky, you know? But how can we? Are you forgetting about the combination lock? We don't know the 7-digit code. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, did I mention Small Sheep is here? Small Sheep is here, yeah. He came in to sleep and he's about to be very disappointed, yeah. The combination lock can't be opened from inside the trunk. Therefore, there must have been an arrangement for somebody to open it after our departure. Of course! In short, before Jikoku hid himself inside the trunk, he must have told somebody the 7-digit number for the lock. As I'm sure you can confirm, Mr. Stroganoff. Oh. No! I know nothing about combination code. Well, the thing on your arm, Don't move a muscle, my good seaman. Huh? Now, Mikotoba, would you do the honors and open the trunk? How on earth do you expect me? It's a 7-digit number, remember? Quickly now, we have little time. Okay, review scene. Okay, hold on. 52311045. Okay, 52311045. 5 2 3 1 0 4 5. I think it's this one. Did this work? Yes! Let's go! Click! Hi, boss. Open up. That did it! It's open! You had to meddle, didn't you? He is indeed inside! Well, Yujin, you found me now. Seishido. He's like, huh? I was really hoping beyond hope not to find you here, you know? But you're not entirely unsurprised, I take it. No, quite. I just wish it were some other way. Well, are you ever going to introduce me? Are you ever going to introduce me? Oh my gosh, they have such couple vibes. Anyway, let's just continue. Your reputation precedes you, Mr. Sholmes. I've read stories of many of your exploits. Excuse my manners, Sholmes. This is Mr. Jikoku, my old friend and traveling companion. The devil's in the details, Mikotoba. I believe you meant to say your old friend and traveling companion. Who made the cowardly decision to flee the country without a word to anyone when things turned sour. I see my reputation precedes me as well. What an honor. Well, Seishido, are you going to explain all this? You know it all by now, I imagine. What you didn't know, of course, is that 3 days ago, on the night before our arrival in Britain, an attempt was made on my life here on this very ship. By the Reaper of the Bailey? Yes, I've since heard. Because you were once prosecuted by the Reaper, weren't you? 10 years ago now, mind you. And I had no idea at the time what a dangerous individual he was. Anyway, when we arrived in London to find the symposium was postponed until goodness knows when, it became all too apparent to me that I might very well be targeted again. So you decided to flee the capital without saying a word to me about it? I'm afraid so, yes. Of course, I realize now that I really ought to have confided in you. It's somewhat surprising, I must say. What is? Well, first, class cabins aboard luxury steamships are in very short supply. It's more than a little hard to believe that this one just happened to be available. So says the protagonist of some colorful short stories. Well, I don't care for your opinion. The cabin did just happen to be available, so I purchased a ticket, and here I am. I've just seen for myself the obvious remnants of that incident in this cabin. So you had already purchased your return ticket before we even docked in Dover, had you? To prevent anyone else from taking this cabin and seeing the evidence. Is that it? Eugene, I have nothing to say to you. Well, in a mere 5 minutes, this ship was set off on its onward voyage and not make port again until Italy. I'm afraid we must insist that you disembark with us at once. You have no jurisdiction over my movements. We have this, Seishiro. Take it. What is it? It's a subpoena from the Old Bailey. You're a man of the law. You know what the ramifications of ignoring a document like this from the British courts would be. You came prepared then, Eugene. Oh, he's angry. Look at him. Sorry, wrong button. Come on, let's go. One moment. What is it, Sholmes? Inside Mr. Jikoku's trunk, I found this rather fascinating trinket. What is that? Seishiro? I can't help you, I'm afraid. Some small component from something. From where? But what? I have no idea. By the look on his face, I think he genuinely doesn't know. Well, let us pocket it as a small souvenir of our brief sojourn in France. Sure, Sholmes, sure. From a certain watch, maybe? Huh? A watch? Nani? Well, young Naruhodo, I think we've done as much as we can, I'm afraid. The rest will be on the shoulders of you and your assistant. He didn't say his daughter, he says your assistant. 3rd November, 12:10 p.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. Kazuma Asogi, I know you, and I know you wouldn't lie, but still, there's no doubt that you're holding something back. You know more than you're saying. I don't know, looks like the top of stopwatch. I don't... wow, yeah, we'll figure that out next part, probably. During the past 30 minutes, while this court was adjourned, all possible efforts were expended. But sadly, Mr. Jikoku's whereabouts could not be ascertained. We must accept the unfortunate conclusion that the Reaper has already done the deed. There's no sense in wasting any more of the court's time. The prosecution calls for an immediate verdict. No. The trial cannot end now. You're a Japanese man, Ryunosuke. You should know when to lay down your sword. Wow, when did this become a battle of pride? These men and their weird battles of pride, seriously? And you should know never to presume when the battle is won. He's vicious too. The court has already been presented with all the evidence and heard all relevant testimony. And there can only be one conclusion, that the accused is guilty. All relevant testimony? Far from it. There's still a crucial witness, from whom the court is yet to hear a single word of testimony. In that case, call your witness to the stand at once, counsel. Yes, my lord. Tomorrow, if possible. The witness is already on his way and scheduled to arrive tomorrow. Who on earth is this crucial witness? Seishiro Jikoku. The very man allegedly murdered by the Reaper. Josh Jikoku? You found him? But the investigations of every policing resource in the capital suggest that Jikoku is already dead. How in the name of God did you find the man? He was located in France during the recess at the port of Dunkirk. Thanks to one of Mr. Herlock Sholmes' famous deductions. Herlock Sholmes. Inspector Gregson almost certainly met with Mr. Jikoku on the night of his death, because along with Prosecutor Asogi, Gregson was on a mission to assassinate the man. Which means that Seishiro Jikoku is the sole witness who can clarify exactly what happened aboard the SS Grouse on the 31st October. Well, it would appear that it's too soon to move to adjudication at this point. The prosecution concurs. The court must hear Mr. Jikoku's testimony. No judgment should be passed until all testimony has been considered. In that case, I hereby call the end of today's proceedings. Court will reconvene at the same hour tomorrow. No objections from either side? No, my lord. No objections, my lord. We live to fight another day by the skin of our teeth. Yeah, Ryunosuke, that's gonna continue. That's gonna continue along your bloodline, along your descendants. So best of luck with that. Hazuma doesn't have much to say. Oh, this should be it. Yes, to be continued, guys. Oh my god, what the hell was even the last like half an hour? Last half an hour? Last 45 minutes? What the hell was that? What the hell was that super unstraight thing? Anyway, resolve of... Wait, where's the resolve of the final resolve? Okay, let's just save this, overwrite this, I think. Yeah, overwrite this. I want more MikoHomu content for real though. I'm about to plow through all the available content. Sholmes, stop playing around. Sholmes? I don't know, man. It's just something about him working in perfect sync with Mikotoba. Like, he doesn't fumble, you know? They don't let each other fumble. It's actually really beautiful. Yeah, it's like yes, you are definitely my other half in this journey, and I'm just okay. You know what? Sure. Eating crumbs from the floor. First time. Okay, guys. So I think this is a good place to end because I do need to get some rest before I wake up tomorrow to talk to my American friend. Yeah, so it's a good place to like wrap things up. I don't know, man. I'm so anxious for the next time we see there. See how this goes. So we went through like quote unquote two parts, I think. Oh, it seems like the way this guide is like arranged, like it's not entirely, you know, it's not entirely split into the actual parts. So we'll have to see how this goes. Ooh. Interesting. Stay dangerous and days mystery. Eh? Okay, so as usual, Sunday will be our tarot reading day. Okay, our tarot reading day. I'll update you guys for like next week and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess if things go smoothly, I'll see you guys on Sunday next.
I hope you guys look forward to it.
I want to bring out my Animal Oracle deck again. Now, hopefully, I'll get a chance to like read through some of the cards, but I highly doubt so. So you're gonna have to bear with me trying to get used to it. Okay?
Yep, so please do stay with me while I send you guys off somewhere. And yeah, thank you for coming today. I look forward to the next time we play
this game. I'm still reeling.
Okay then. See you guys soon. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.